Hello and welcome to the London Car Alarm Company. Today we fitted another Starline i96 on this really lovely 2020 Mini Cooper. How the system works: if someone was to jump in after trying to clone this key or stole the key from the house and try and start it, this is what would happen. So let's just start the Mini now and try and select to put it into gear once it's started. There you go, vehicle's cut out. There you go, vehicle's cut out. Vehicle won't start. Okay, so every time you jump in the vehicle, if you now turn on the ignition, go through a push sequence. On here we've done something very basic: 1, 2, 3, receive the melody, and there you go, start the vehicle. And select your gear. There you go, you can drive the vehicle away. Okay, also, if you wanted to go and change the code in case someone's seen it, this is also straightforward. So main ignition on, insert your push sequence, receive your melody, and then hit any button on the network 5 times. So we're going to use this one for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the ignition off, turn it back on. You'll receive 5 bleeps. And now you can change the code. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do what we call a button sniff. So I'm going to tell you what buttons work. So any button that I touch that's on the network will give me a bleep. So I know that works, that works, that works, that works, that doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. So basically, they're the buttons on this side. Obviously, they don't work. So we're going to turn it on again. The system disarms because we didn't leave it long enough. It takes about 10 seconds. Hit this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Key off. Key back on. Get your 5 bleeps. So now we're just going to change it to this. So 1, 2, 3. Wait for a melody. One, 2, 3. Repeat the same code again. Get a melody. Code is learnt. So ignition off. Let's leave it for about 10 seconds. And then we'll try the new code. If you turn it on too quickly, obviously it's not immobilised as yet. It will just give you a melody and disarm. So we're just going to leave it now. I think it's about 10 seconds. So ignition on. Try your new code. Get your disarm. There you go. Start your vehicle. Select your gear. Also, you can buy these tags, which are Bluetooth tags. Acts very much like a smartphone or the Starline app. How you program this is I'll show you shortly. So very similar to changing the code, but this time you hit the button 7 times after disarming. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the battery out of here shortly, and I'm going to show you how to program it. So first of all, main ignition on. Insert your disarm code. 1, 2, 3. Receive your melody. Now hit any button on the network 7 times this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ignition off. Ignition back on. 7 bleeps. Now just bear me a second. I'm just going to put it on pause, take the battery out of this. Okay, so with the battery out of here, basically what you do is you insert the battery. You insert the battery into here, and as you insert the battery, you push the button, you release it, leave the battery in there, and it will give you a few flashes, and then it will give you a double bleep. So I'm going to try and do this. So push the button, put the battery back in. Let's try again. Push the button, put the battery in, release. There you go, it's giving us red flashes. Don't know if you can see there. It'll eventually give us green. There you go, double bleep program. So now if we turn the ignition off, put this back together again. Got a green light flashing. So now if I turn on the ignition, you'll hear a melody. There you go, start your vehicle. Select a gear. There you go, vehicle doesn't stall. Also, when you want to put it into valet mode, you can put it into valet mode of one of two ways. You can basically push and hold this for 3 seconds till it flashes rapidly. Release, 2 bleeps. Now it's amber, which means it's in valet mode, which means you can start it now and select your gear. When you get the vehicle back, basically again, keep your finger on there, 3 seconds till it starts flashing. Release, 2 bleeps, now out of valet mode. So basically, as soon as turning the ignition on, you'll hear melody. There you go, system disarmed. Also, you can do it with the buttons on the steering wheel, and the way you would do that, first of all, disarm it, then hit any of the buttons on the network 11 times, and I'll show you that now. So I'm going to take the battery out of the remote again. Bear me a second. So now I've taken the battery out of the remote, so we're going to use the push sequence disarm. So ignition on, disarm the system, 1, 2, 3, get your melody. And now hit this 11 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Key off, key on, 2 bleeps. There you go, now in valet mode. To take it out of valet mode, just basically ignition on, just put your code in, get your melody, and that'll be it. 1, 2, 3. There you go, double bleep. It's now protected again. So if we leave it 10 seconds, try and start it, it will either block in one of 3 ways. It will either block the gearbox, it will either stall as I select a gear, or it will stall as I start to move. So we've left it 10 seconds, let's just start it now. No melody, obviously system is still armed. Select your gear, there you go, vehicle's cut out. Very clever, very straightforward. Hope you found this video helpful. My name's Otto, company's called London Car Alarm Company. Number to me is 0289060478, 0289060478. Thank you, bye bye.